What's up, guys? It's Frank here with another Untapped.gg replay casted. This time it's going to be Jayxp, our red Vanguard player, against ZADXC80. Not sure who this person is. I do try my absolute best to make sure that we've got you know, if it's a player that I've never heard of before, that hopefully it's a bit of a longer game, because it's not fun to cast and it's not fun to watch someone that's maybe less experienced at the game getting absolutely stomped by a pro. It's just not interesting for me to cast. It's not fun for me anyway. But if you guys are interested in those types of games, there are plenty of them on Untapped. So I would say, if you want to check those out, go nuts. Go nuts. Just not my cup of tea. Anyway, Jayxp over here, once he noticed that it was going to be the expansion first, sends a Lancer straight across the map. And now it's a skill check to see if ZADX can respond appropriately. No, the scout does go down, but this Lance is going to get in close, and oh, he almost gets the body block. Almost happens for Zad, but this Lancer's quick enough that the Bobs can't quite completely surround it. Is he going to get a Bob? Not just yet. The Bob overcharge does go down, and this looks like the scout has almost killed off a Lancer here, but it's not going to happen. Bobs get their heal hugs done, and now I think they could actually start doing some interesting challenges against Jayxp's Lancers. Yeah, one citizen's arrest on one of the Lancers, and now one of Zad's Lancers is out as well. All right, the Bobs doing as much as they can with the heal hugs. But I want to say this is pretty inefficient for Jayxp. He is preventing a lot of Therium being mined, which is good. But he's also he's lost 2 Lancers so far, and he's lost 2 Lancers and a dog in exchange for a dog and I think 2 Bobs. Now it's really gonna start ramping up. There we go. Now these Bobs need to take shelter right next to the sentry post. It is hitting that one Lancer, and that Lancer's almost dead. A second Lancer's coming down for ZADX. Okay, another Lancer goes down for Jay, and I think he's just got to leave. He could kind of post up there and continue to be annoying, but there's juicier targets, I think. Case in point, there's Lancers to be kited up here in the main, and Jay, his natural's doing just fine and dandy, but he's not actually mining any Therium from his pocket natural, so a little bit of lost efficiency there. And it looks like these Bobs are going to be building up a mech bay and a habitat. Actually, I really like the placement of this habitat. Once it goes solar, if he does need to defend this position again, being able to switch the solar habitat over back to the sentry turret is pretty nice. Just for that increased attack speed. The repair medic! Oh, he tries to keep that Bob alive, and it does stay alive for quite a bit. Not enough to completely use up the rockets from the hood of these rocket jeeps. Oh, get a Lancer in there! Get a Lancer in there! Actually, I think the Buzzsaw does flat damage. I don't think it does bonus to light. It might, though. I just can't remember, truthfully. Yeah, Gauss autocannon does 22. But the rate of fire is kind of rough. Oh, and the Vulcan comes forward and says, "Nope, leave my Lancers alone." Quick promote on the Vulcan to make sure it does 10% more damage and have 10% more health is nice. And the attack speed goes up. Man. Increased attack speed on something that's already shooting 4 shots a second is pretty good. Alright, this little expeditionary force of Zad's blue Lancers plus Vulcan are going to come forward, probably to take out that speed camp. Yep, there it is. Meanwhile, Jay's going to throw down his 3rd. And yeah, there's still like these 2 patches of grass I think are preventing this 3rd from being... Oh no, it is lined up perfectly. Okay, never mind. I thought it was still just off-centered by 1 tile. That would have been kind of a bummer. Bob's coming to the rescue of this Vulcan. And the Vulcan says, "Don't touch my Bobs." Very, very cute symbiotic relationship there. medtech coming out for Zad. I don't see a BK lab anywhere. I don't see a BK lab anywhere for nanoswarms. And Jay coming for the center vision camp. And again, this is one of those positions where I would think you would want to like throw down structures to actually, especially as a vanguard. Like I know a lot of people say it's like, well, you don't want to throw down static D because it's you know, it's DPS that you can't move. It's not useful as DPS if you can't move it. But just throwing down a sentry post or a sentry turret or whatever with a bob inside, and I'm maybe a little bit too much of a fanboy for the repairomatics, but being able like any kind of position where you can hold this high ground is so good. The vision of both of the Luminite camps is so strong. I can't imagine why you wouldn't want it. Oh, beautiful concave here on this Vulcan. Yeah, that Vulcan just gets evaporated, and this Vulcan is going to meet a similar end. Oh no! So there goes all the DPS that's in the main. And there goes a habitat as well. Zad is now a supply block, so he's not going to be able to build anything at home. Well, other than this Vulcan, it's going to pop out soon, but will it be able to pop out? I don't know. These bobs are kind of derping out a little bit. They need to get there faster. No, it goes down. One Vulcan is going to come forward, but it's just moseying along forward. There we go. Now we see a repairmatic helping keep this Vulcan alive. What is it doing? Okay, the firing effect is just not happening, I guess. So Zad's main command post, or central command, excuse me, is going down. Meanwhile, both players have burned shields up on the in the main of Jayxp, and it looks like, oh wait, is Zad gonna win this fight? No, I think even with veterancy, he's not gonna take it. Being able to shoot faster is nice, but I think it's not gonna be enough for him to get that veterancy 2 Vulcan out of there. Yeah, meanwhile, Jayxp's Hedgehog squadron is coming forward. They did manage to take out that central command. That hurts. That's a huge blow to Zad. I wonder if he's going to be... Okay, so he's got another mech bay coming online. But yeah, like the main is just for the picking for Jayxp. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen a GG just yet. The barracks does get sold off though before it can be destroyed. It's 100% refund, I believe, for these for the structures that get salvaged by Vanguard players. Like it's not like StarCraft 2 where I think it was just 75% you got back, and you could only do it for the bunkers. You get 100% back, but it does take a little bit of time. Alright, so this is very interesting. We're going to see a hangar bay coming out, but it seems like there's maybe too many hedgehogs on the field for a hangar bay to be building anything really useful. Okay, yeah, he just decides not to even bother. There we go. Getting absolutely the best possible AoE that he can. And I think with this, oh no, they're lined up so perfectly that they're, the AoE from the Vulcan attacks were hitting all of Zad's Vulcans at the same time. Dash forward stuns that one. Okay, now Zad has successfully held his pocket natural, but now he's a 1-base Vanguard against a 3-base Vanguard. I think the sharks are circling the water. Like, Jayxp understands what position he's in. No! Get him! Wait, is he going to be in range? Is he going to be in range? No way! No! It's only got 4 HP. He dies on the dash over. That's too bad. Those high veteran Vulcans are worth their weight in gold. They're just so tanky and they do so much damage. It's tough seeing him get taken out like that. Yeah, I don't know how much scouting around Zad's done to see where his opponent's at. No, get your Vulcans back there. Oh, and now his Bobs are taking that AoE damage as well. Yeah, like I know it's kind of scary seeing your units take damage from a lot of Vulcans at once, but having your Vulcans dash forward so that the Bobs are in the back line, and hopefully not taking the brunt of that AoE damage is almost mandatory. That Repair-matic putting in work. Do we know what the repair rate is on this? We don't. It's unfortunate. But we do see the first Hornet out on the map, and it's just... Hornets would be good in this situation, but a single Hornet, I don't know, is going to get a lot done. But Vulcans on Vulcans, so much AoE happening here. I think Zad's actually going to get the better of this trade. He's got more of a concave shape and less of a Vulcan ball. Yeah, there we go. You see the geometry of the fight actually matters quite a bit in Vulcan versus Vulcan fights. But yeah, when you're in a concave, you don't have as much of the AoE in a line that you're suffering from, whereas Jayxp had everything kind of clumped up in a ball, so he's kind of taking the AoE from all the Vulcans at once on all of his units. So it's a good fight from Zad, but he's got to turn around. He's so all in right now. Jayxp's on 6 bases to Zad's 1. It's a valiant effort, but this is just looking like it's going to be way too much. Truthfully, though, I'm surprised that Jayxp's only ahead by 70-ish supply. I thought with the base disparity, the eco disparity here, that it'd be way bigger, but it's not. Jay, I think, is trying not to play with his food, and he's trying not to completely clown on his opponent here. But to his credit, Zad's done a fantastic job of microing these battles. Oh no, but the Bruiser's going to start hitting Jayxp's army. No, but it's only level 1, so it's not going to get that much damage done. Oh no, and the Bobs are going to do their best to run in and heal up the Vulcans the best they can. But yeah, the front line of Vulcans isn't front enough. This one Bob's getting as much repairing done as it possibly can, though, and it's doing a good job. The Vulcans dash backwards into the Lancers and stuns a couple of them, and there's still some Bobs that are up and still repairing. I'm surprised. They're doing their best, but yeah, everything's going to go down eventually. Still nothing that can shoot up for Jayxp, which is nice, but 2 Hornets is not enough to take out all this army. Or maybe it will be. A Shields Up goes down on Zad's Vulcan here. He's going to continue to do damage. Yep, another Vulcan's going to go down to these Hornets. Zad does see that these the Hedgehogs siege up. Man, this is just so many Vulcans. Yeah, Jayxp's so rich. Man, it's too bad. Down go the last couple Vulcans for Zad. A couple of Bobs out here right in the middle of the field with their glowy backpacks equipped. And that's it for Zad. Yeah, he just knows the aggression is too much. The production on the side of Jayxp is too much. I don't think he saw exactly how many bases Jayxp has that we're still mining. But it was a lot. And props to him, though, for staying in the fight and sticking with it as long as he could. He took a couple of really good fights there, actually. So, GG's, guys.